Hi, friends and fellow intuitive academics. My name is Shelley, and I draw from my intuition and my lived experience as a PhD to offer you guidance on your academic journey. And since we're nearing Valentine's Day, I wanted to especially focus in on that self-love aspect to Valentine's Day. I mean, Valentine's Day can mean a lot of things to different people. Mocha confirms Mocha the candle. Um, and me personally, in my late 30s now, I've been opening up to all different definitions of love that I can experience, including love from Mocha, the cat I recently adopted along with her buddy Cookie. And so it's been opening my heart in all sorts of ways to feel love connections to animals, to different people in my life, and expanding my definition of what love means. And so self love has been an incredibly important part of that expansion of definition of love. And by focusing on self love, I wanted to center this pick a card reading, around the theme of how to embrace your inner queen. So, in a moment, I'll have you select between the 4 queens in the deck, and these just popped out in the sequence I found them in the deck. But first, I wanted to do kind of a introductory reading with all the queens plus the Empress, who is kind of like the queen of queens. The first thing that jumped out to me is each of these cards has connotations of a one-to-one, like mutually nurturing relationship with another spirit in the card. So the Queen of Pentacles has a bunny, the Queen of Swords has a frog, the Queen of Wands has a cat, and the Queen of Cups has a starfish in their hair. And then the Empress is holding a human baby, and that really kind of speaks to me in terms of this, as I was saying, like mutually nurturing relationship. Because if you think of like the family life cycle, the parent nurtures the child, and oftentimes the child commits to nurturing the parent when they're older. And so that was really speaking to me in terms of not just the queen or the empress energy being the one directional nurturer, but also receiving nurturance back from those that they nurture. So it's kind of like this mutually loving cycle. Again, expanding that definition of who we love and how we love, and loving the self being most significant to the reading right now in terms of embracing the inner queen. So that was that introductory message that was coming through to me as I was meditating on these cards. So next, you can just take a few moments to look at the imagery, feel the energy of each of these 4 cards of the different queens. The Empress will not be included. And then I've also matched different stones to each of the queens. Oh, we can put our candle back. And if you can't see them really well, this is like a light lavender. This is like an amber orange. This is a purple amethyst. And this has kind of like the moss agate, kind of greenish gray look to it. The shapes and the sizes and the textures might speak to you too. So take a few moments, and then I'll see you in one or more of the messages in the chapters ahead. Hi, Queen of Cups group. So you were drawn to this card, which says honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care. So self-care, a connection to your emotions, and would be very much tied to the definition of self-love that we'll be focusing on, it seems like, in this reading. And you also were attracted to this beautiful lavender, looks like a little pebble, like almost a beach pebble. So let's ask the question, can we get more information on how the Queen of Cups group can embrace self-love first? And then I feel like after that we'll ask about other love, types of love. So how can the Queen of Cups group embrace self-love? So we're getting the Page of Wands, the King of Wands in reverse. Connections to wands. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So again, asking about how our group in the Queen of Cups can embrace self-love. The first message is that it's going to take a bit of work. And do you see how this figure is kind of like, I don't know if, taping roses to the wall, like decorating, filling their environment with the love. I'm taking rose to represent love in this reading. The love that they have for multiple things in their world. And so it almost reminds me of like hanging pictures of things that you love. But because we're speaking to emotions, it's like, yeah, physical representations of emotions of love that have occurred to you in your life recently and in the past. There's a bit about materializing that into the physical and then surrounding yourself with it. So it could be like trinkets of things that you receive from people. One example for me is I keep everything, every gift that a student has given to me, and I put it all around my office on the outer perimeter on the walls. And so it feels like a little nest of student love in my office. And I do the very same thing, but more for my personal life at home. And so I want to suggest to you, because specifically this is on the walls, to make a nest of love as well through physical tokens that symbolize your relationship to people or the area, things that you love. And that physical token can be a picture. It could be like a picture wall. But yeah, it's not just about sitting there and thinking about them. It's about like putting aside work to build this nest of things that make you feel safe and appreciated and happy and comfortable in your life. So you've got a little project as your recommendation. There's something very powerful here about a block that you're trying to you're trying to get through to reach kind of like your highest form of like authoritative energy around a passion that you have. Like, it's like you want to burn your light with the King of Wands as a beacon for others to see. You want to express yourself and spread light and attract others to the light you have to offer in a very loving way. But it's like you see this happening, but it's not happening yet. And this is very much matched to the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Has a lot to do with your future sense of security and fulfillment as well, like material security. So I'm going to take a moment because I feel something coming in regarding like building something. Building your own physical home, as well as Mocha's confirming, as well as this. Watch out for the candle, baby. Yeah, building your own home, as well as your sense of peace and love for yourself, as well as your community. There's a lot of building, like long-term building happening in these cards. And it's all starting now with that original message that came in about starting small, building your tokens around you. Do you see how the page is in a room? It's like this room becomes a room in the house of the Ten of Pentacles when you meet your ultimate kind of achievement. So this is in the future and you're building towards this. And this is like a few years down the line, but you're starting now, and starting now with, I would say, lifelong practices of learning how to build and sustain peace and self-love in your life are going to amount to a lot later down the road. Okay, so that's a message about how you can embrace self-love, and I already see that it's connecting to love with others. And so the next question we're going to ask is, how can the Queen of Cups group cultivate, activate, embrace love with others in whatever form? So we have the Nine of Wands reversed, the Hermit, the Page of Swords reversed. The first thing I'm noticing is with the Hermit card, they're full of curtains. I lied. Sorry, that's not the first thing. That's the second thing I noticed. The first thing I noticed was that the Nine of Wands was related to something like standing up for a community, advocating for them, bearing the light for them. The candle again, so many wands. Like we were saying before, like becoming like a lighthouse. You have so much strength, and you've developed so much strength because of your life experiences, and it's like you're holding a candle for those who share that similar or same experience or identity. There's some sense of defending and being a light for a community here, but at the same time, there's like taking care of your energy, so like highly sensitive person, empath or introvert kind of like come to mind here. So being understanding of your own kind of needs when it comes to protecting your energy, and taking the time to regenerate, kind of like shield yourself for a bit from the energies of the community, just because it's so much energies and you're taking it all in. But it's like the love of the community is still all around you, even though like you've gone into this little recharging bubble. You can still see like they're just there outside waiting for you whenever you're ready. So it's okay to kind of, you know, go into your little fortress every now and again and recharge. The Page of Swords. Something interesting here coming through. It's like striking the right balance between sharing your voice and facilitating other voices to come in. It's like smaller voices, so it could mean like voices that don't carry as much power in whatever system that makes sense. So for an example can be like literally like smaller voices, like children's voices often have less power in adult systems. Undocumented people's voices have less power in legal systems, something like that. So you're striking a balance between your voice as that like advocate energy and amplifying the voices of the people you serve. Yeah, so this, like, I'm getting heavy into the advocacy analogy, but you can translate that to your own specific situation, because caring for communities comes in many different forms. I did, as I touched the cards, I did see strongly like a social services person that this is relevant for. Child protective services, like that, yeah. Take care of yourself, yeah, because you're doing great work. You're getting the little like cuts and bruises with this work, so take care of yourself, take time to heal. But this is your beautiful love with others, is the love of that you provide through service, and that definitely surrounds you. It follows you. It's always there. Every heart that you help to heal is there with you. Yeah, there's a lot of emotion in this reading. This in connection to the first line, you're building up to this still in its full realization. You're kind of just starting out on this path. There's a lot more to come here. A lot to look forward to. Like, of course, it's like an arduous path, but there's a lot here in terms of love. So again, embracing your inner queen, Queen of Cups, honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care. Your emotions will tell you really important information, and learning the language of your emotions is how you can best embrace your inner Queen of Cups. Do you see like the figure is looking out to the horizon? It'll help you navigate an unfamiliar landscape to the point where it looks unfamiliar to other people and not anymore to you. Like, you know that landscape. You know how to ride the waves and get from point A to B, but also like how to ride the experience from between point A to B as well. It's not just about the destination kind of vibes, right? Let's get one more card of advice on how our pile can embrace their inner queen. Intuition, very appropriate card in terms of connecting to emotions. So you can think of it another way as connecting to your emotions, but also connecting to your intuition, like your gut feelings, your instincts serve you very well. That's why you're so good at connecting with people and serving them. But also get really good about serving yourself and connecting with yourself. You know, you're part of this community that you serve. You also serve yourself. Oh, that's an interesting channel that came through. I think that's so beautiful. you are part of the community that you serve, and you have the ability to serve yourself. That's so cool. I don't really know how that will look in your life. You can interpret it how you will, but intuition is a key part of that. And you have strong intuitive abilities to heal, to guide, to provide light, to ignite light in others, to grow light. You're very comfortable in the dark places. You're not afraid of the dark, because whenever you're in the dark, there's light within you still. You know, the light is never away. And it's like you have a regenerative light property within yourself, and you can like carry that around in any situation, share it with others, make it smaller, make it bigger. Like you're really learning the landscape of that, and your emotions are key. Yeah, so however you discover that you can learn the language of your emotions, I mean, there's so many books out there, so many podcasts. That's how you can love yourself at this time, this Valentine's Day time, because you're such a powerful queen. And please don't ever forget it, because you're on an incredible path, and I'm wishing you a lovely Valentine's Day, sending you love, hoping you continue to work with love for those around you. If you want to share a comment or ask a question, please feel free to use the video space for that. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, and I would love for you to subscribe, and see you back here for more guidance. So take care until then. Hi, Queen of Wands group. So you were drawn to this Queen of Wands card, which says replace your self-doubt with self-confidence, exclamation point, as well as to this amber orange colored tumblestone. So we're going to ask about your self-love journey. How can you embrace your inner queen through self-love? Respecting your own inner queen this Valentine's Day. We're drawing from the Valentine's Day energy right now. That's when I'm doing this reading, but this is definitely a timeless reading, and so it applies anytime that you find it. So we're starting with 10 of Swords. Again, how to embrace your inner queen energy. 6 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. The first thing that's coming through is there's a pain in the past, possibly your childhood, in which you were hurt deeply. I see the word curse on the bottle. It makes me think of like family curse. And the first word as I started looking at these cards was like divorce. So maybe there's like a family divorce that impacted you in your childhood. There's an interesting connection to jobs, a career, and your studies here. There's some impact that spreads over into your career and your relationship to money. Possibly there was some like issues with money regarding that divorce experience, and it's like making it a little difficult for you to like set out on this career path or wealth path. Yeah, so there's some healing to do with money in your self-love. Interesting. message with that. Let's see. Something that's coming through here is like there was like a treasured adult in your young life who really like offered you some like kindness, words of wisdom. I'm getting like teacher vibes or auntie vibes here. Who really like taught you a lot about love and connection. Those lessons are so pertinent to how you can love yourself now as an adult. And and we're going to ask next about your love, your connections, love in connections beyond yourself. But I really see that that's a starting clue to loving yourself, but also loving people around you. But yeah, there are some significant wounds to acknowledge and to heal, I would say, in your course for embracing self-love right now. With the Queen of Wands energy, right? Like this is so this is where you're heading. This is within you, and it's a little bit muted right now. Because it says replace your self-doubt with self-confidence. The self-doubt and the self-confidence are like in this mutual relationship always. And right now the self-doubt is kind of like at a higher percentage than the self-confidence. But your self-love message is guiding you to evening out that percentage so that self-confidence is a bit more or a lot more than the self-doubt percentage at some point. Yeah, it's like I've never read it this way before, but what I'm seeing right now is that like those two energies are always within you, and not to eradicate the self-doubt, but to like it's like it's calling for your attention to something here to do with your past. The self-doubt is guiding you to go this direction and heal your past. As I said that, I noticed the escape ladder in this like city complex for the first time in this card. So it's like you can open the window and you can just go. You can release at any time. It's like it's up to you when you're ready. It's there for you though. Yeah. There's something about the Queen of Wands being barefoot, but also like so dressed up. I don't know, it's like such freedom. It's like comfort in their own skin. It's like they can do no wrong because they love themselves that much. This is attainable for you. This is you. And yeah, so you're being guided to embrace this Queen of Wands, who is the queen of like confidence, charm, magnetism. It's almost like they're going to perform, right? And it's like they know exactly what's going to happen. They know the kind of attention and reception they're going to get on stage. You know, it's like there's no doubts. That's why they're so confident. Yeah, and confidence is like it's not like a magic word and you're like now I'm confident. It's like it's almost like a trust process. It needs to be built in a trusting relationship with yourself over time. So you can just start small. So if this is a money thing, like you want to perform for money, or you want to write something for money, there's something that you have to express, to share for money. It's like it's a career path. Just start small. Yeah, like if you're going to sell a story that you're writing, just like sell it to your local community paper, and it's like it gives you a boost of confidence, right? Boost of confidence are how you can like embrace this Queen of Wands. So look for these little boosts of confidence to help build you up, and it's like you gain a trusting relationship with your own confidence over time, if that makes sense. But I think that's so cute. I don't know why I feel like it's so cute and adorable because, wow, this child even looks like the grown-up version of the Queen of Wands. It's because it's like, why is it cute? It's like, oh, because I'm being drawn to your magnetism. I just like can't help but smile, but like looking at you and enjoying what you have to offer. Yeah. Okay, so next we're going to ask about how you can connect into love beyond your self-love, love with others. What's the advice there? So you have Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the Emperor, connecting to love with others. With the Emperor, there's something with like not just a father figure, but like the legacy of male figures in your life. There's something about healing that in terms of finding the male authority figure within you, and it's kind of like there was some disappointment there, like a gap, like a emptiness, like a void. But you can fill that by like becoming your own male authority figure. Male, not authority. Authority feels very like triggering to me, but more like male parenting or nurturing kind of energy. You can do that for yourself. You might want to look into like inner child healing kind of work. There's a lot out there. And it seems to be very important for your path. Oh my gosh, so you have two aces, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles and like the Ace of Swords is coming right off of that. So it's like you have some kind of novel or unique idea regarding this path you're setting out on, the money-making path. It's like it's very creative. So the thing specifically that you can heal to help move that forward is how you relate to like male energy, like older or like men in power, like relating to that needs to be healed so that it's like so it's not overpowering you, because it says here being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. I mean, emphasis on embracing being the authority in your own life can help you relate to people on more of like an equal power level. That's kind of the main thing here for you. The Knight of Pentacles reverse, it's like yeah, it's like your navigation system is off because you're being influenced by these like more authoritative, like dominating male energies wherever you encounter them. So you're very like influential. You're very like highly influenced by them more than you need to. It's like your internal compass is like spinning whenever they're around because they're like you're so affected by their feedback. So yeah, so that's where you're being pointed to kind of heal these things so that you like have power in your connections with others. um yeah, this is pretty unique and interesting. But it's all about you, like, just pretty much like claiming your seat at the table and being like, I'm here, and not doubting your place there, because it's like you need to be in authority as soon as you get there. You need to know what that feels like and act that way with others. So you're a little bit of a boss, but like in a respectful way. But it's like embracing your inner boss. Um, yeah, that's how you're going to connect in a loving way with people around you. So, interestingly, like that love message came specifically to do with work and maybe studies if you're in your studies still in career. That's where your love connection, like again, like that expanded definition of love is centered, at least at this time in your life. So let's get an animal, a woodland warden's card. Oh, there's two coming out. So there's graceful persistence with the hawk and thistle, and purification with the trout and lily of the valley. So graceful persistence really speaks to this King of Knight of Pentacles card to me. That whole journey that you're just starting. Yeah, you're just starting, and it's a beautiful journey. You're healing these things from your past as you're going through your journey. So it will take some graceful persistence on your part, but you will be purified at the end. Like this toxic energy, the curse will be like purified from your life. Not too far in the future. It's just you're going through like this development transition time where you're like really focusing on those childhood things that need to be healed so you can embrace your confidence and step up into the role that you are supposed to be in at some point. And you do have you do know what this is, because it's like right now it feels like a dream to you. Like you're like, I want to do this, but you haven't really started in like a real material way yet. It's like you have started in the sense that you're dreaming about it, but you will be taking the first steps soon, and healing your inner child, to give yourself the confidence to take that first step is what's going to happen next whenever you're ready. That escape ladder is right there. And it leads here to these steps of the garden of your fortified home. Yeah, it's a beautiful journey, and you're going to end up with this incredible leadership, fiery, passionate, magnetizing, charming Queen of Wands energy at the end. And I just feel the power with that. I feel the joy with it as well. The exuberance, like the zest for life. I'm feeling all these things right now when you get to this point. There's something here about like divine masculine and divine feminine in like harmony, in like mutual kind of like back and forth harmony. That's really strong too with this endpoint. So I'm wishing you so much love on that journey, hoping you continue to work with love as well. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the like button. If you have a question or you want to share something about your thoughts, please feel free to use the video space to do that, and I would love for you to subscribe and see you back here for more guidance. Hi, Queen of Wands group. So you were drawn to this card. Queen of Swords group, Queen of Swords, correction. You were drawn to this card. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. And this deep purple amethyst stone here. So we're first going to start by asking how you can connect to your self-love, your love for yourself. Then we'll next ask how you can connect into love with others, more broadly defined. So let's start with the self-love question first. How can you embrace your inner Queen of Swords and love your inner Queen of Swords? Okay. Thanks for your help, Mocha. So you're starting with the Sun, beautiful, a very joyous card. Give yourself permission to experience joy, it says. Wow, Three of Cups, come together with your coven. And Page of Pentacles, reverse, which says, when life gives you lemon, make lemonade. So I feel already this little separate message. It's like, it's signifying these, but this is like, you're kind of in this space of, you were very diligently making lemonade out of the lemons in your life, and you've been working really hard at this, and it's like you need a break from that energy to feel the love that's around you, particularly with people in your community, your own definition of like family and community, friendship, wherever that resonates for you. Your togetherness. This is where you can also feel love for yourself in sharing it with others and sharing the love that people have for you as well. So like getting together for cake, tea time, you know, just having a laugh and burning off steam together with people you trust and who like raise your spirits. That's your advice right now for embracing your inner Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is like this powerful, truth-speaking energy, highly logical, highly discerning, able to kind of like Libra, like balance the scales of truth and the word reality is coming to mind, like seeing the world as it is and still loving it, because you know that there's a mixture in there. It's not all one thing or another. You're always balancing the scales. Yeah, it's a very intellectual, brain, mental space kind of queen who also has talents for expression, like writing or verbal expression. I would include like body language in there too. So there's a lot of composure with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, just wanted to explain that. So you've really been working hard on something which has asked you to revisit a lot of lemons in your past. And so it's like, you know, like let that go on the shelf for a bit and just enjoy what you have around you, because you have a lot. You have a lot of light and clarity within you, but you've also surrounded yourself with like very nourishing types of energies as well. And it's been very healthy. And so to embrace your inner Queen of Swords, the cards are saying to just go enjoy that for a while, like for a long while, like spend the next 4 to 6 weeks just getting a mental vacation from what you've been working on, because you've cultivated like so much abundance around you in terms of like spirited energies. And this can do with your spiritual connection too, to your guides, or however you see that, your higher self. Spending the time with that is just like, it's so overflowing right now. It's just like, like enjoy that harvest is kind of like what the cards are saying. Like, this is the time to enjoy that. Oh, that's so lovely. So I hope you do spend a good amount of time, as we're kind of like leaving the winter months, if you're in the like northern hemisphere type of weathers, and going into the springtime. It's that kind of feeling. But with the sunflowers, it could also be like speaking to summertime as a good time to really like literally take a vacation. Okay, so now we're asking about how you can connect to the love around you. What's your advice for that? 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. Connecting love around you. Okay, there's some like literal advice here, like try not to be so picky. There's a lot of like offers of love around you, not just one, there's like several. And this could be like partner energies being offered to you. It could also be like friendship or business connections, people who like admire your work and connect them to love that way with you. It's saying, of course you don't have to accept all of it, but just try to be a little less picky about it, because there are some beautiful offers coming to you. Something that's informing that energy is that you've had some disappointments in the past regarding people. It could be 3 like exes in particular, or 3 previous friends. Something that meant a lot to you, you held dear, and when it failed, or when it dissolved or disappointed you, it felt like the end of the world. So that's really what you're carrying and what's informing the way that you're resistant to connect to new energies, new people in your life. So yeah, for you, it's specifically coming up as like friendships and romantic partnerships. I'm hesitant to even say romantic. It's more like the sense of like supportive partnerships, life partnerships. That I am feeling that strongly as part of your heartbreak in the past. So take whatever resonates with you, but there are offers coming to you. It's a little bit about softening your heart and opening yourself to be able to accept an offer of love. And there's some literal stuff about like revisit your list. Like, does one person really need to check off all those things on the list? Maybe like revisit your priorities of what you want to see in a potential partner or friendship. And there's something linked with money here. So either you'll be starting like a business idea with this friend or partner, or you'll meet them through like a new job or a new like business start that you're doing. So there's something related to your business or your material aspirations. Again, it could, like when we see pentacles, I always read them in terms of school too. So you could be like starting a new program and like meeting this person, and as I said that, I was really drawn to this lighthouse. So I don't know if that's significant to anyone in where they're at in terms of like the school, by an ocean. Yeah. So just revisiting how to embrace your inner Queen of Swords is putting this project on the side for a while, enjoying the abundant energies around you, your friend group in particular, and your like spiritual kind of connection. So I don't mean that literally, like it doesn't have to be like a religion. It could be like whatever space you're feeling spiritually connected around others. So like a yoga class could be like that, or like a book club. Oh yeah, this one said book club here. Enjoying that, connect with your inner Queen of Swords and cultivate your self-love that way. And then also that's going to help lay the ground for recovering this, or resolving this cloud that's kind of hovering over you in terms of several disappointments in the past regarding people, so that you will hopefully be less picky with the offers coming towards you in the future, because there is a beautiful opportunity in particular coming your way. You won't miss it. It's definitely one of those things that is going to be placed in your path multiple times until you're ready to receive it. But that's the key. It's until you're ready to receive it. That's the advice there. So let's get a couple, or see how many cards come through for our wardens. So this one. And you're getting Inspiration, the Salamander, and Black Pepper. Yeah, that's a very Queen of Swords card. It's like speaking to me about like, not necessarily a stroke of inspiration, but like developing a long-term, or candle, so here, developing a long-term like relationship with inspiration, so that it's flowing in and out, flowing through you. You have all these ways to tap into inspiration. That's going to like light up your inner Queen of Swords. It's going to permeate all these other aspects of your self-love, your friend love, your partnership love, your business love. It's like a wire that runs through all of that. So yeah, find practical ways to cultivate and embrace the flow of inspiration flowing through you as the Queen of Swords. And it's kind of like, this is how you connect energetically with the world and stay in connection and flowing connection with others, like sharing ideas, particularly spaces where you can share ideas. And of course, like school is one of those places. It's like you want to stay in the conversation wherever you go. So don't deny that part of yourself that really lights you up. Yeah, you want to stay lit through all of this. And I'm wishing you so much love on your journey. There seems to be a lot going well for you, especially right now. Hoping you continue to work with love for those around you. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit the like button. If you have a question or you want to share your thoughts, please use the comment space for that. You're welcome to. I would love for you to subscribe and to see you back here for more guidance, and I'll see you in the next time. Hi, Queen of Pentacles group. So you were drawn to this card, the Queen of Pentacles, who has a lovely crystal earring. I was just staring at that, and the text says there's no need to sacrifice, you can have it all. And you have very high aspirations. I see like you have your own clinic or your own practice, something like that. And you also had this pointed kind of crystal here that you're attracted to as well. So we're asking first how you can embrace your inner Queen of Pentacles. particularly on your cultivation of self-love. So let's first ask about your self-love journey, how you can embrace the inner Queen of Pentacles and develop or connect with that sense of self-love at this time. So we're getting the Four of Pentacles reversed, the Moon reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. There's a lot of uncertainty here with financial security and something that you're trying to grow. I feel like you're defining yourself a lot by your financial success, and that is affecting your ability to access like self-love in a holistic kind of way, because it's a little bit overloaded with money. The advice of the moon reverse is to kind of like, there's something unclear, there's something in your subconscious or submerged in which the financial security represents in your life, and the connection there to self-love, that that's a clue for you, the direction for you to go on. And like that can be very difficult to unearth things that are kind of in your like subconscious. So you could definitely like find a therapist to work with on that, or find some kind of like journaling prompts, like some kind of structured journal workbook, that's the word, workbook, that you can like work through in a more guided way rather than just like free journaling. That might give you some more pathways to unlocking what this like relationship to security and finances is. And your academic journey is very much tied into this pursuit of financial security and like status, like professional status. You're going for like a title, like doctor or something, or like a some kind of professional title to fulfill this sense of security in yourself. And so your self-love is very much tied up in that existing kind of nexus of relationships that you have laid out for you. Yeah, and so your advice to embrace the inner Queen of Pentacles is like, you see how it says you can have it all? It's like there's other aspects to yourself that need attention and balance, because it's like a little heavy on the like educational and financial success right now as part of like your definition of loving yourself. Something here too about like spending on yourself as like a version of loving yourself that can be revisited. Like of course spend on yourself, but it's like becoming in like you're like relying on it as a crutch almost. So something there with your relationship with money too that can be healed. Yeah, I want to pause there and then ask our next question, how you can connect into love with others, because it'll probably be like intimately related to the self-love question. So we have the Cozy Witch, which is also the equivalent of the Fool card. The Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Chariot. Connecting to love with others. Interesting. There's something that you just need to radically change about your life. There's something like an interest group, a hobby that you've had on your mind to start, but it's like, oh, you have more important things to take care of first. And it's like, find the joy of that thing that you wanted to start. Like, could it be traveling? I almost feel like it's suggested in both of these, in all of these cards. Because you're going to connect with others in a beautiful way. With this one, I see the word safe haven, and it's like there's an institution or a community around you that they're like, they welcomed you before, and they're like, oh, we're just here, like we meet every Saturday night, like come join us, but you haven't taken them up yet. And it's the suggestion here is to like do it. Take them up on it. Is it like a hiking group or like a biking group maybe? There's something to do with motion and traveling, but also like connecting with people. It's like a secure kind of community. So like, but overwhelmingly the advice is that it's something that you're curious about, that you haven't really like done before, or you haven't done it for a while, and there's a whole community vibe attached to it. And that's how you can connect to love with others, is through like this hobby or this interest group. It could be to do with traveling, like or like a biking club, or what's the other vibe? Like a volunteer group that like goes to other countries to do volunteer work, something like that. I think you've been kind of like saying it's not practical to do right now, but that will really kind of like connect you to this sense of love that you could really use in your life right now. Let's get one more card from our Woodland Wardens. Let's see, close out this message. New opportunities, lovely. There is a new opportunity for you. There's multiple new opportunities for you to connect with these groups that you're interested in. I am just so curious what this could be, because I can't nail it down. I think it's because it's so many different things to different people. Could it be like a foraging group? I don't know, something quirky for some people out there. But if you want to share in the comments, I'd love to hear, because I'm so intrigued by interest groups. Yeah. So so this is all coming into you. 3. There's definitely a number of community as well. This will be a long-term beautiful thing that fulfills you and connects you to people in the way that you've been wanting to connect with people. It's a safe haven for you. It's something that's been there in front of you all along, but you're just like, another time. To be honest, like, okay, I just want to tell a story to relate. It's been on my list to connect with this urban farm and volunteer there for a while. And it's just, I've been doing the same thing, like, oh, another time, now's not the right time. So that would be my special interest, uh, hobby connection here. Um, but it's kind of like it's never the right time. It's been over a year. It's like never a right time until you make it the right time for yourself. And so the advice here is like you have to be the cozy witch energy and be the one to determine, like, now I'm going to step out and do that thing that's been interesting me. Um, Even if it's like an hour a week, an hour every other week, like it's something that will fill your heart. Um, and it might even lead to new opportunities, broadly defined, like financial, um, love, spiritual connections, educational. There's something great here about connecting through other people through your hobbies or your interests. So I'm wishing you so much love with that. Hoping you take care and work with love for yourself and those around you during this time. And if you enjoyed the reading, please hit the like button. If you want to share what your hobby is, or any thoughts or questions you have, please feel free to use the video space for that. I'd love for you to subscribe and have you back for more guidance in the future, and I'll see you in the next time.